Hello everybody, I am the Strange Gamer, and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about the new character that is coming out for Overwatch, that was supposedly supposed to come out for Overwatch soon. I mean, they've dropped a teaser by now, it's basically official, hopefully. But, so, in the teaser, there is some interesting stuff. I can't show you the full teaser, sadly, but I will show you an image. I'll show it right here. And so you may notice in the image, I took the best image I could. But it's Jeff, just watch it for yourself. You can't really look it up. It's kind of hard. Just look up, a video about someone else talking about it, because that's the best place you can find it, I'm going to be honest. Because I can't show the full thing, so you're gonna have to use somebody else's material to see the full thing. But I wanted to give my own personal opinion about what his abilities could be like, because some of the people I've seen, they've been estimating maybe he could, slow down or pause time. I mean, that's possible, but I just wanted to give my own idea. I feel like theirs is probably more plausible, but just judging by the image, I wanted to give my own ideas. So I took this picture in particular just because of what it has to do with my ideas. So in the picture, you'll see that Jeff is kind of split and there's multiple of him. So I'm thinking that maybe his type of stuff is that he could kind of, maybe his normal ability could be something along the lines of kind of like Mirage from Apex, where he could kind of in a way make himself split apart, make multiple of him. But in a way, it could be more of a black hole effect, to where it messes with the people's sights of being able to tell where you are. So that could be a thing maybe. But then again, I feel like it might not be the best, because if a Reaper attacks you, it wouldn't be the best, because you can just blind fire into the little black hole thingy. So they already have quite a few people that can bring people together, like Orisa, Zarya, because those things are very similar. So I don't think it's going to be a bringing things together type thing. And if you watch the video for yourself, I couldn't get another picture of it, but at the end of the little part where he's splitting apart, there's a part where you go blind and you start seeing numbers and letters. Well, not numbers and letters, but apparently gravitational equations fly by. And there's some piano keys going off in the background. I don't know what those mean. But anyways, so the thing is that maybe when it turns white, maybe his ultimate could be something along the lines of he fires it into the air or something, and it's like a giant black hole, and it blinds all the enemy's teammates for 10 seconds or something that can see it. It's kind of like a big giant flashbang that's hard to avoid in a way. I'm thinking that could be something like that, or maybe a thing that he could do is maybe another thing that my theory could be about is that maybe since he has the robotic eyes and stuff, that if you notice, you'll look carefully at it, he has very wires going to his eyes are kind of messed up. I'm not going to go all into that. Well, actually I might, because it's not a lot to talk about. So if you look at his picture in the... I should have taken more pictures before I started this, I'm sorry. But if you look at the picture of the leak that shows what Sigma might look like from the whatever it's called. But he has a little wires and stuff going to his eyes. His eyes are messed up, and it looks like the one that's covered up by the rest of his face might have a little bit of a cyborg eye going through it. So they already have the soldier aimbot and the widow thing. So, it's just a wild guess. I highly doubt this is going to be what it is. But maybe they could do something along the lines of kind of a soldier... Actually, no, this seems really stupid. I was going to say a wall hack in a way for splits, for 10 seconds. But that would be way too overpowered. So I'm going to throw that one out the door. But he does have those robotic stuff, so maybe one of his abilities could be involved with that. Maybe it could be a mix between Hanzo's and Widow's, Hanzo's Sonic Arrow and Widow's Ultimate. Maybe it could be something along the lines in the direction he's looking. He can scan for people, kind of like Widow's ult, but only in that area for a certain amount of time. Kind of like Bloodhound from Apex Legends, in a way. Maybe that could be something. Because people that I've seen, they kind of only brought up, like, 2 or so abilities. But I kind of want to see if I can figure out, like, all of his abilities, for now, at least. So, maybe his passive could be something along the lines, like, if he takes a lot of damage, he has, like, the potential to teleport away, or, like, create a wormhole of sorts, because black holes are known for being very similar to wormholes in ways. Because people were also talking about wormholes when they were talking about the black holes as well. I'm getting most of my information off of other people, so shout out to, God, I can't think of their YouTube name, but it's, God, I feel bad now, I can't think of the person I want to shout out. It's like something like the controller's fault, or it was the controller, it's something like that. But, just basically look up, Sigma teaser. It should be one of the first that comes up. Hopefully, I'm not good at shoutouts. I can't remember YouTube names for the life of me. I am so sorry, but just look up Sigma teaser. Hopefully, it's something like the controller's fault or something along those lines. But I am sorry I could not successfully pull off that shoutout. But that's where I got most of my information from. That's all I wanted to say. But anyway, so also if you have been in Numbani, there is a lot of clothing stores that says Sigma on it, and it has, like, the, by the way, Sigma is the Greek letter, like a Greek letter or something. It's like the 16th Greek letter, I think, if I'm right. And there's clothing stores up everywhere about Sigma, and, like, might be his business in a way. Maybe there's a thing about how maybe Sigma was the, like, creator of this business. I'm just trying to come up with some lore as well. And maybe he, like, got hurt in an explosion, or he lost his vision somehow. Like, he just got injured by something that made him lose his vision, which made him have to get Omnic type of circuits in his eyeballs. And that's, I think my best guess on the lore is that, like, after that he, like, started going insane, trying to figure out mathematic problems for whatever reason, because in the trailer, after, like, after Jeff obliterates from the universe, like, all the math equations of the gravitational equations and all that start flying by, and it's, like, very ominous piano music. So maybe, like, after he got injured in whatever explosion or whatever happened to him, he just started going insane because he couldn't see, he was so used to seeing, and after he went insane, maybe, like, after he figured out how to go through it and, you know, figure that out. Oh, really quick, actually, I just realized, before I go through the rest of that, I just realized that he has, like, the Omnic eyeballs and stuff. So maybe a thing is that he sees things differently when you're playing the game. Anyways, so back to it. I'll go back to that later. But, so back to what I was saying about the whole thing that I was talking about. So maybe, like, after he went insane and, like, he had to get the new robotic eyes, and it took him a while to get used to it, maybe, because it's, like, a different way of seeing the world. And those eyes made him stronger, but in an evil way, so Talon recruited him. Because in the front of the ship, and I forgot which map, but I think it's Ilios Ruins, maybe. But in the map, if you stay in the ship, I would recommend doing it in a custom game so you don't dick over whatever teammates you have. But stay in the ship and go to the front of the ship. You can hear them talking about someone getting some Talon movements happening, so and so, whatever place. I don't know. I hate to be that guy, but I didn't research much other than the few videos. But that's the best information we have. It's just mainly that was the biggest thing I didn't research into. But there was some Talon activity going somewhere, and the theory is that Talon activity might have been him getting recruited. And maybe since he got recruited by Talon, or that's why we think he might be a Talon character. Sorry, that's what I was trying to get to at that point. But back to what I was saying is that maybe he can see things in a different way, or here's another thing. Maybe his ultimate could be that he goes to an alternate dimension for a split second. Like, he disappears, and he can kind of, like, shoot at, like figures of people, maybe. Like, in a way. This is just all completely out of nowhere. These are just blind shots into the sun. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to think of whatever he could possibly have. but maybe he like teleports into another dimension and he can kill you through that other dimension, and the only way you can avoid him is if like maybe there's certain spots where he can see you and you have to get to those spots where he can't see you. Maybe these are, again, all just blind fires. I have no idea what it could possibly be. I'm just trying to theorize here about what it could be. So far, that's the best guesses I have to what his abilities and backstory could be. I'm pretty confident in the backstory, though. That's the biggest thing. I haven't seen anybody theorize that before. So maybe he was a very handsome lad before he got in the explosion. Kind of like Handsome Jack in a way. If you've ever played Borderlands, Handsome Jack is a character who was good, and then people kept mistreating him and being rude to him, so he started going insane, giving less trust to people. I'm not saying that this is the exact storyline, I'm just pointing out that just maybe like he was more of a nice person and a beautiful person before he whatever happened to him. So maybe like he's like got ugly and like all that because of the explosion or whatever. I'm just theorizing explosion. I'm not saying that it is an explosion. I'm just theorizing. It could be anything. For all I know, he didn't even get in an explosion. For all I know, he could have just I just want to join Talon just because you know why not. But anyways, so either that or the clothing store could have nothing to do with him. This is, again, all just theorizing. So maybe he was a very fabulous person who was really into fashion and like, yeah, like, fabulous isn't the best word, but like, yeah, he was just like, yeah, we need to like, I'm like the prettiest person in the world, blah 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 blah, like, yeah. And then he lost all of his like quote unquote prettiness. I did a little finger gesture there, just so you know. But then he kind of lost everything, and then he started going insane because he's like, oh my god, I'm not myself, like that kind of stuff, like freaking out, like no one's going to like me anymore, slowly going insane. And once he fully went insane, he learned how to use his tactics for bad for whatever reason. Maybe he did some bad stuff while he had his like newfound powers or whatever was going on, and maybe that's when Talon recruited him. Like, he went insane. They found out the kind of stuff he was doing, because it's like, normally Talon recruits people after they're doing bad stuff. If I remember right, I could be wrong, they tried to recruit Junkrat and Roadhog. I'm not 100% into the lore. I know some things, but I don't know a lot, so maybe Talon tried to recruit Junkrat and Roadhog, and they declined. I don't know. I just think, because if that is true, it's because they did all of the bank robberies and killed so many people and blah 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 blah. And so that's why I think maybe it was something similar to that. And I know I'm repeating myself a lot and blah 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 blah, but I'm just trying to throw out ideas, and I know I'm saying blah 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 a lot in the past like two minutes, but yeah. And so far, that is the best guesses I have. So. And the game is actually ending right now, so that's perfect. I actually will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, like and subscribe. And I actually have a few stories I might want to tell on the channel. If you like this style of video, please let me know in the comments. Or just like this video to let me know if you enjoy this type of video. Because I want to just try and branch out and see what I'm good at. Honestly, this Diva play was not the best. I don't know why she got it. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.